Oh, fraudulent debt, a debt created by fraudulent practices. Oh. Now, there is what's known as the zombie debt. It's a slang word. Yes, it is. Old debt that a creditor or collector has given up on collecting, sold to another party who undertakes fresh collection efforts. Now, we went through my credit report a couple days ago. Yes. And I had documented a lawsuit that I was going to sue every creditor that issues debt, that sells it to a collector, a debt collection, yes, where they give the privacy, the personal information to somebody else, without actually informing the individual that when they were going to charge off the debt, yes, that the privacy was going to be violated because the terms and conditions did say they had the right to collect the debt, yes, but they did not have the right to give my personal information to a debt collection company. Now let's use my personal example. I had $180,000 worth of debt in 2012. Yes. Numerous credit cards. Yes. My wife abducted my sons in 2011. That's right. You issued these judgments against me in Spokane. Yes. Clark County is still waiting for me to be served. Yes, they are. You issued court orders for child support. Yes. And my wife did not document any of the community property debt. Now, as I explained that, let me give you an example how this works. Yes. Quite often, the creditor, when you miss 1 to 2 payments, will increase the interest rate of the actual unsecured loan. And sometimes home equity lines of credit, even though they are secured by the residents. Yes. And you'll go from approximately 10% to 39.9%. Now, these are in the terms and conditions of the actual consumer contract that you signed at the time of wanting that debt. Now, these individuals, known as credit card companies, yes, give me their websites, their registered domain websites, yes, and the individual debts of those that are the individuals that have ownership of the company, not inclusive of the public stockholders, any treasury stock, any warrants, yes, any options that are being promised for performance of the actual creditors themselves. Now, they secure this debt known as collateral mortgage-backed securities, yes, or collateralized debt, yes, where you sell, yes, some insurance on it. Now, usually they'll wait 6 to 9 months to see if you'll make any payments. That's right. And they increase the actual amount of debt that you used by approximately 35%. Yes. And then they bought insurances on it when they charged it off. Yes. For approximately 35% of the actual amount that you did use. Yes. And then they sell it to one of these debt collection companies. Yes. For approximately 30 to 35% of the actual debt value itself. Yeah. The interest increased debt. Yeah. Now they got it back 100% of their money. Boom! They got it back because of the amount of fees and interest that were charged during the last 6 to 9 months of the charge off. Yes, inclusive of it being securitized. Yes. And then there's the amount of money that was paid by the company, yes, known as the collector of the debt. See, this is debt collection. Yes, it is. Now, quite often, the zombie debt where they can't collect on it, yes, the first company will pay approximately 30%, yes, because they're sure that they can collect on it, yes. They wait maybe 12 to 16 months and then they realize, well, I can't find the guy. They sell it to another company, that goes to collect on it. Yes. And they pay 15 to 20%, yes, of the actual value of the debt, inclusive of the additional interest that you didn't pay on it for those 9 months before they charged it off. Yes. And then they can't collect on it for 1 to 2 years and then they sell it to some other guy for 10 cents on the dollar. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Now, they'll kind of keep trying to get after you for approximately 6 years. Yes, because after the sixth year, it should be off your credit report, no longer collectible. And if you pay anything on any of the debt at any time during those 6 years, yes, it starts a new 6 year period for all the debt that happens to be in collection. See, they're always watching that credit report to see if you made one payment, yes, on one credit card, yes, so they can all start a new clock so that they know, yes, that they don't have to get rid of it from your credit report as long as you pay one payment on one item in collection. Now, when I look through the actual debts of the United States, I've been wanting to sue some creditors. MasterCard, ooch, now known as Bank of America, ooch, Capital One, Discover, ooh, Home Depot, Verizon, ooh. And this whole time I've been documenting this. Yes. Now, see, when I agreed to receive the credit that they would give me, yes, I agreed to pay, but then I was unable to because I went through a credit crisis. That's right. That's right. Now, I was supporting my family on credit, and you would say, don't do that, but they did have to eat. And at the same time, I was volunteering at a food bank, yes, to supplement the amount of food that we received as a family. Now, get me every collection agency, yes, and all debt collectors, yes, for all privately issued, yes, credit cards, yes, and home equity lines of credit everywhere in the nation. Let's go ahead. Because I'll tell you right now, this idea of you selling my private information, yes, when you charged off the debt, you stupid fuck. Now, let's say you're an employee of MasterCard. You can keep it there as long as you want. But as soon as no, get me every debt collection company everywhere.